Going to jump in straight away with the MSC. Now, this is the Armonia, and it is 7 nights. And this is, of course, your wonderful Canary Island and Morocco fly cruise.
Yeah.
So we fly from the UK to Grand Canaria, and then we embark the MSC Armonia for 7 wonderful nights.
That's right, MSC, the Mediterranean Shipping Company. That's what it stands for. They are very much the new kid on the block within cruising. Though I say that, they're actually building more ships quicker than anyone else. They're really expanding. And you think, right, this is an Italian family-owned cruise company, and there are only really 2 family-owned companies left in the cruising industry. Think of Italian style, think of Italian sophistication, think of brands like Ferrari, Gucci and many more, and then you get an idea and add that now to the cruising, because that's what you're getting. Swarovski crystal staircases, lovely uses of marble and onyx as you walk around the ship. They're beautiful to walk around and enjoy. Great food, lots of different dining and entertainment options. Remember, of course, when you cruise, it's all included, so you're getting on board and your food's all included, you know, your entertainment's all included. It's such good value. And again, with MSC, they give you different regional Italian dishes every night, great risotto, and I love MSC because they do a lot for the environment. If you've got kids under the age of 18, they tend to sell for free, which is very, very rare, really good value. This ship launched in 2001. She's a mid-sized ship, only 1,500 passengers on board, so you're going to make lots of friends, have a really good time in the disco dancing. And the great thing with MSC, I mean, recently in January this year, they helped rehome a 22-month-old elephant seal.
Oh, how lovely.
Celso, yeah, and I was tweeting all about it, but they do a lot for the environment like that. They use a lot of environmentally detergent things, you know, when they're sailing with their ships. Their ships are very environmentally aware as well. So if you are green aware, as you all should be, hopefully, this is a good cruise company to get involved with as well.
Now, don't forget, of course, if you do want to call up, it's 0800 781 5458. I know it's going to get very busy on those lines for this. We're going to now look at those fantastic destinations. As we said, we fly off, of course, onto Grand Canaria, and we're on the MSC. We've got a relaxing day at sea, Keith, and then we're into Casablanca.
Yeah, the land of Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman. And this is a modern commercial city. Think of these narrow cobbled alleys, these huge bazaars and souks, and these minarets and medinas, all along this kind of beach and palm tree bordered, you know, kind of avenue that kind of stretches. You've got it all overlooked by the huge Hassan II Mosque, one of the best mosques if you want to see an example of Islamic architecture and Islamic worship. It's a great thing to go and see, and you can actually look round that, which is quite rare. From here you can go out to the Red City of Marrakesh, but I'll come back to that on my next port, Agadir. You can also go to Rabat, which is Morocco's political capital and the official residence of the king. That's well worth a trip out there. You can do desert 4x4s, you can go out and have tea with the Berbers. I really say that really for me it's, you know, it's about exploring either Rabat or just going around and going and bartering, and you know, bartering in one of the souks. And it's a lovely architecture. It's got a cheeky French twist throughout.
It's beautiful.
Moving on then, because then we get back on the ship and then we head the next day to another part of Morocco, this time Agadir.
Yes.
And this is the beach capital of Morocco, as you're seeing here in the imagery. It's a fantastic place, and really, if you want a beach day, then you know, do all your kind of Morocco tourism, and you're kind of going to see all the different cities in Casablanca, and then just relax on the beach in Agadir would be my first point of call, my first advice. But you can also again go to Marrakesh, and if you haven't done Marrakesh when you're in Casablanca, do it here. And again, here you're going to get a chance to go through and see the world famous Jumifan Square, where you've got the snake charmers, the storytellers, the acrobats and the showmen. You've got the smell of the spices in the air. You know, you've got the kind of belly dancers or the billowing hookers. It's an incredible experience. And again, here you can go out on the 4x4s. But again, really, if you're not sunbathing, go and do a bit of bartering in the market. Get yourself a bit of carpet. It could be magic. You never know.
It could be.
Then we're moving on, and we're heading back to the next port of call, which is again going to the Canary Islands. 355 days of sun a year with the Canary Islands.
Sounds incredible.
It is incredible.
Yes.
And this first one is Lanzarote. It's well known. It's just 70 miles off the coast of Africa. It's the closest of the Canaries to the coast of Africa, and therefore it's also got the most constant, the warmest climate. It's got a very lunar, very Martian landscape. In fact, the original Planet of the Apes 1970s TV series was filmed here. And of course, that's, you know, the big film back in the cinema,
yes,
which is really good fun. Go and see it if you haven't. And what I'll say here is the things to do. The Timofey National Park is a cracker. You've got the Mountains of Fire, which are these huge solidified dormant volcanoes and this huge kind of solidified lava field. And what you can do when you're there, they'll show you that you can pour cold water onto the ground in places and it evaporates into steam straight away. You can put straw on parts of this rock and it just bursts into flame.
Oh my word.
It's an incredible experience, and definitely go and do that. The other thing I'd say to do there is to ride the camel, which is really, as long as they haven't got the hump, it's really, really good fun. Budumch. And on top of that, go and see the home of Caesar Manrique, who's one of the island's natural-born sons, and he's built his home into 5 bubbles of lava. It's very Austin Powers. It's really kind of, oh, behave. It's really kind of, you know, it's good fun. And it literally has to be seen to be believed. It's really, really great. You can see a couple of museums. If you go to the Fortress of Hunger, there's a great museum there as well with his involvement. So definitely, they're my top things.
I do like the accent there as well. It was very good, Austin Powers.
Thank you.
We're moving on.
And then Tenerife, your last port of call.
Yes.
And this is the largest of the Canary Islands. It's the most scenically stunning island, one of the most scenically stunning islands in the world. And of course, it's dominated by the gigantic Mount Teide, which is the biggest mountain in Spain. It's a national park area. You can actually take the cable car up. You can wander back down. You can hike the area. It's very beautiful. If you're going to go into the city itself, then wander right into, just past the waterfront, into the Spanish Square, and it's there that you can go and see things like the military museum where they've got the cannon that shot off Lord Nelson's arm, which I think is quite quirky. And you can also head out to Loro Park as well, and it's there that you've got things like gorilla shows, you've got the largest ever collection of parrots in the world. Really good fun if you're with a family, and if you want more fun that's kind of speed-based, go quad biking through the Orotova Valley, and it's there that you get wonderful panoramic views over the island's vineyards and banana plantations.
Wonderful adventures there. And of course, then we are back to Las Palmas and we're back to flying to the UK. Now, the ship itself, absolutely beautiful, isn't it? It is the Armonia MSC. I mean, already stunning images here.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, you know, the Mediterranean shipping company, MSC, are, you know, owned by an Italian family, and it's stylish, it's sophisticated. The entertainment's great. You're going to get lots of different kind of singing and dancing shows, magicians. You're going to get your Cirque du Soleil kind of acrobatic performances. And again, remember, all your food's there, thrown in with that as well. All your entertainment's thrown in as well. So you unpack once and you're going to go to see all these amazing places.
It is absolutely incredible. You're seeing some great images there, of course, and great prices as well. Now, let's have a look at what's included in this. What's not included, maybe, might be a better thing to say here, because you've got the free £200, and that's an onboard spend per stateroom, and that's all bookings made by the 11th of August 2014. You also get the free Allegro drinks package as well, and that's booked by the 11th of August as well, Keith.
Yeah, this has been given to you as well, and that's 4 bottles of wine or 7 drafts beers, and then along with the 14 draft beers, sorry, along with 7 bottles of water on both of them. So you get to choose whether you want wine or beer, but again, that's included. So you're getting some water, some beer, or some wine thrown in as well.
That is fantastic. Free return flights also from London Heathrow or Manchester, and also you've got your overseas travels. And this is great. And of course, you know, you can. Well, the Christmas sailing.
This is really good, Genevieve. You know, this is a great thing to do. Get away at Christmas. You know, they'll be celebrating it on board, but you can get involved with that, or you can step away and not experience Christmas. But Santa does still visit you when you're on the ship.
Well, that's all right.
But look at the value. That drinks package, the Allegrissimo, is even better. That's virtually all inclusive. So what you get in there for just under £1,200 is a kind of all-inclusive Christmas sailing where you don't have to worry about stuffing the stockings. You don't have to worry about stuffing the turkey or stuffing anything else. You know, just get involved in a great cruise.
You can, of course. Now, don't forget, of course, you have got lots and lots to choose from there, lots of dates to choose from as well. Your prices are here now, starting off at $599 per person. Do you know that's under £86 per person per night? That is absolutely incredible. Low deposit on this as well, £250, which is fantastic. All your dates there. All you have to do is call the operators, and they will help you with that.
And the fact they've got flights from Heathrow or Manchester is great, because that means if you live in the north or you live in the south, you're both catered for.
Absolutely. Now, we've got excursions here as well, and always a good idea to book ahead, and you can do here.
You can do. Again, if you book with us at Planet Cruise, up to 60% cheaper than you can find when you're on board and elsewhere. And the best thing about it is it gets the stress out of that first day when you're going to the port showcase. You're running around. Get it all booked, avoid any disappointments, and look at the great choice you've got there.
You have indeed. Now, don't forget, of course, 0800 781 5458 is the number you need to call. There's also a website there for you as well if you want to have a look at all the W's, planetcruise.co.uk/TV.